EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They begin this drive with Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Handoff comes to Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. A give. This is Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Set, 20. Hey, we're 33.
Mayfield on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second and 7, Prescott. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. To throw is Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack. Flush to his right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Mayfield down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. A first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on second and 8. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. Looking to throw, Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
180. Let's go one more.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And taken right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 50.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 490. Mike 51. We want this.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is Elliott, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now in Arlington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown, and this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball, and in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Browns first down.
Set, 180. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check me out.
They run. Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A give running right is Chubb. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Robert Quinn in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Robert Quinn. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check. Block 54. I got you, boy. I got you.
Mayfield to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 10th carry now for Elliott.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Marr able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it.